Dutchess. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dutch. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but today we're going to do a pick a card. So I've been spending a lot of time with the Fae. I've been connecting with the Fae a lot more and connecting with the gnomes, connecting with the earth. And today I have a message for you from your fairies, the fairies who are connected to you, the guides that are connected to you. So yeah, we will get right into it. So we will be choosing from Orgonite today. These are all available in my shop, on my website. I will link everything below. They are currently available, but once they're gone, they're gone. It's kind of like I make one of each, and they're all handmade and they're all different. So yeah, okay, so group one, you are going to be this beautiful mushroom babe tray. She is purple. She's got white howlite in her. She's got a little pink in there as well. She has 3 0-point frequency copper symbols in her, and also clear quartz points, okay? So that's group one in this. I use mine as a charging tray. I put crystals on it. You can do whatever you want. Put your trinkets on it, your makeup, charge it up real nice. My friend Karen said as well that it would be good to charge up your extracurricular activities on, you know, your little psychedelics. If you want to charge them up on here, it'd be a great spot to do so. And disclaimer, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not a doctor and I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. Okay, so group two. Group two, you're going to be this beautiful tray as well. It says the fairy who was kissed by pixies, and it's an oracle card. And inside the tray there is lemon opal and colorful glass pebbles. This is the back. So it's group two. And group three, you're going to be this mica fae tray. It's pretty. See my eye through it? It's blue and purple and green. It has a 0-point frequency unconditional love copper symbol in it, and it has quite a bit of clear quartz points, and it also has fluorite dust. So there is like fluorite, like powder essentially, and I always associate fluorite with the fairies, because when I was back before the internet, back in my day, when the internet wasn't like it is now, I was thinking about it. Who remembers Ask Jeeves? You remember Ask Jeeves? It wasn't like you could just Google whatever you want. It's incredible. It's amazing. But yeah, so back before, when you couldn't look up all this stuff on the internet, and when you couldn't really buy witchy things, you had to like go to a specific shop for it, and there's like one shop in your whole state before it was like a whole ass trend and everything. I used to go to this place in college, and they had fluorite, and on the description it said a fairy stone. And since it was one of my very first impressions of the stone, I've always associated it with the Fae. And the Fae use that stone in particular to connect to me. So this has fluorite dust, like sparkly powder essentially in it. But yeah, so that's group three. So we have group one, group two, and group three. So these are all three of them together. All right, guys, I'll see you in your groups. Hi, group one. Thank you so much for joining me. This is for those of you who chose this beautiful howlite mushroom babe tray. So we're going to start with a prayer like we always do here. So just sit back, relax, and be open to receive. benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, and God Source, I humbly come to you today, and I first of all say thank you on behalf of myself and all those watching this video, and we just say thank you for everything you bless us with in our lives already. And we humbly ask you now, please, to use me as a messenger for the divine, nothing more, nothing less. Allow me to be a vessel through which the message is to flow. Let no truth be told for a lie, and no lie be told for a truth. Let the information that comes through be kind, palatable, and easy to understand. And please let all of this only ever be in the highest and greatest good of those watching, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of this universe. Amen Ra, Ashe Namaste, by the power of three, so mote it be, always works, always a blessing. Okay. Woo! I feel good. Alright, so let's see. Spirit, the Fae specifically, what messages do you have for group 1? Okay. One more. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. So we're going to start with this. All right, so Spirit, the Fae specifically wants you to know right now that they're really proud of you because you've been very neutral about, so there's been some difficult things going on in your life, whether it's with family or work or home or whatever it is. Could be your physical well-being, you could be sick, whatever it is. There's been some really difficult challenges presented in your path, and in the past you would have crumbled and been like, oh my god, why me? I'm so unlucky, everyone has it easier than me, like life is so much harder for me. But this time you're kind of just like, you know what, like things have been really hard, I've survived worse, this, you know, it can only get better from here. And you're also kind of at a point too where you're like, you know what, if my journey has to be harder than the person's journey next to me, it's because I have faith knowing that you know, what's that saying? Like, God gives his most difficult journeys to his best warriors. And also, personally, for me, this could really activate your DNA. I personally believe in the Akashic record, so I believe in the Akash. I believe you can tap into it, and I believe that we created contracts in our life. I believe that I think astrology is a really good physical and scientific representation of the Akash, because I do believe we chose when we were born. I believe we choose our vessels, our avatars, through which we manifest to learn different things and have different challenges. And I believe, and even when you think about like where the planets are, like different planetary placements can tell you about someone's personality, life path, and choices. So I do believe, and just who they are. So I do believe that we create contracts for ourselves and that we create the life that we live. And I think you're finally starting to understand that. And I also think you're finally starting to gain more ability to tap into the Akash, because when we tap into it, it's like tapping into the internet, like we have unlimited knowledge. So because when we're tapping into the Akash, we're tapping into Source itself. And if Source is the thing from which we all come, and we are all individual expressions of Source having our own separate journeys, then if we tap back into the Source from which each of us are spread off of, we can tap into the other experiences of Source, of ourselves. So that's why they say everyone is a mirror. That's why they say everyone you meet is you, because it's true. You're all Source incarnated in a flesh puppet. Like, if we really go down like way, way back where it all comes from, like, no, that person's not you, but yeah, that person's you, because you all come from the same fucking place. And so when you tap into the Akash, you can tap, Elizabeth April she's been talking about this, it's really activated my DNA. When you tap into the Akash, you can tap into the lessons that other people have learned. So before, whereas you might have been feeling I'm wearing pajama pants. Don't judge me. Before, where you may have been feeling very like, you know, like I was saying, that victim mentality, how can I ever get through this? This is really upsetting. Now you're tapping into the Akashic record and you're feeling the energy and the knowledge of those who have been through these things before you. And also you're tapping into the Akashic and recognizing your own power and recognizing what the fuck you signed up for. Okay? And recognizing that, like, you wouldn't give your, like, do you trust yourself? Because you should. At the end of the day, all you got is you. You're born alone and you die alone. Do you trust yourself? I hope the answer is yes. If it's not, then that's something that needs to be explored. And if the answer is yes, then do you really think you would just fuck yourself over and give yourself an unattainable, failable task? You know? So I feel like right now you're growing, you're expanding, you're having a lot more faith in your life and in your life path and in the challenges in your life. And I'm going to venture as far as to say that you're actually starting to see the beauty in it all, and you're really letting go of that lack mindset, and you're starting to be on I just heard, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just, like, I feel like you're just flowing right now, and it's really beneficial for you. So the cards that have made me come to all this conclusion is Newt, Expansiveness, Joan of Arc, Faith, Pomona, Plenty, and then we also have Each Shell, Release. And so I feel like this is really, okay, so Spirit's saying you're going to start having dreams, the Fae are saying you're going to start having dreams about past lives, and these are coming up so that you can understand your power, but also that you can release certain lessons that need to come from them. When you're meditating, if you do mirror work meditation or you do other meditations, you're going to start to see past versions of self and past lives, and these are coming up so you can know your power, stand in your power, and know where your strength lies as far as your past lives go, but also to heal anything that needs to be healed as well. It is a very important time to hold your faith right now, okay? And it's holding your faith in yourself at this point. And I just saw 7-Eleven when I said that. Holding your faith in yourself and holding your faith in the universe and in the divine. We have Emira, where are you being called to journey to? Take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. These two came out together, and then the ones that came out together over here are Mirror, who or what is triggering you. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you, which is crazy because I didn't even look at these. I just read that off of those cards. I think soon I ain't even gonna need the cards. I'll just listen, but I think I could have been not using cards for a long time now, but I like the cards, so whatever. But anyway, Amira, where are you being called to journey to? Take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So yes, this is telling me to, like, Amira, that's a different planet. I feel like this is telling me you're being asked to journey into your subconscious, and like I was saying, how you're going to be having dreams about your past lives. You're really being asked to immerse yourself into that and journey into that. Also, if you a really good thing for you right now would be a past life regression. So seeing a hypnotherapist who specializes in past life regression, this would be really beneficial to you right now, and it would help you heal a lot. But after you do this, just make sure that you are really taking care of yourself. If you do go see a past life regressionist, make sure after that you're really taking a break, you're drinking lots of water, and you're taking time to yourself. But either way, Spirit's also saying here would take a break, a life's work, not a life's work, not a season, like not a season of your life. How much is a season? A couple months. A life is out like 100 years. So it's like I feel as though you often are like, oh, I'm not doing enough, I'm not getting far enough, I'm not healing enough, I'm not moving enough, and Spirit's like, yo, okay, this whole, like, releasing the victim mentality, standing in your power and tapping into the Akash, and my left hand just started itching, which means money is going to be coming in for you. You're about to have a financial level up. All of this was a really fucking big lesson. Recognizing your value and your worth, and then also taking responsibility for your life lessons and what you're going through in life has been a huge lesson, and Spirit is asking you to really integrate that. Okay, so you can ask, the Fae are saying that you can ask them for help in integrating this into your physical being so that you can move forward with what you've learned from this process. And really, I want you to really take care of yourself. I'm fucking thirsty. Hold on. This is alkaline water. You might want to get some alkaline water. Okay. So really, yes, taking care of yourself, drinking your water, and you just take a break. You need to get more sleep. You need to be doing nice things for yourself. When is the last time you cooked yourself a really nice meal? When is the last time you took an extra long shower just because you wanted to feel the nice warm water on your skin? When's the last time you put on your fuzzy socks and curled up in a blankie all nice and warm because you deserve a little break, and lit a nice candle? You know, like, you don't have to be spending all this money to be taking care of yourself. It's little things. When's the last time you made your bed? You know? Like, time to chill, time to relax, time to take care of yourself, okay? And then we have mirror, who or what is triggering you? And then we have the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So I just saw 1111. And when I saw this mirror, I heard in my head twin flame, and I saw 1111. So for those of you, excuse me, a baby burp, a little burp. Excuse me! Sorry, I'm a burper. It is who I am. Okay. Literally just had to be burped like a baby. This reading's going off the rails. Okay. Okay. So for those of you who that resonates with, twin flame relationship, this is just a reminder that it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. This is all for your growth. Although it's extremely painful and uncomfortable at times, when you can come into a place of complete divine neutrality and when you can create union within yourself, think about combining and really nurturing and balancing out your divine masculine and your divine feminine energies, combining them in a way that makes you the most productive for society. And I just saw 1212 when I said this, so this will be lucky. The more you, because 12 is a number of luck, so the more you balance out your own energies within yourself, that goes body, mind, and soul too. I was gonna go body, mind, soul, but okay, it doesn't really make sense, whatever. The whole body, mind, soul, when you're balancing all of these aspects of self, you start to experience more luck and more happiness in your present moments. Right now, it is very important that you remain neutral. And the Spirit's saying you're doing a good job of that. And then cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Okay? So Spirit's like, listen, especially with the twin flame shit, Spirit's like, listen, it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. Let's get you a little love advice. I wasn't gonna, but I will. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then we have, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So this goes for spirits as well. Allow your spirit friends to help you too. Spirit cannot interfere in the physical realm without permission. So this got left behind, lamb. Let's see. Oh, cool. Okay, so for some of you, and then we have lizard on the bottom, and crocodile. Okay, so with the mouse, Spirit's saying there's going to be some situations in your life that tempt you to get angry at the small things, to really sweat the small stuff. And I just heard the song Be Safe by the Cribs, and there's a part when he's like, it's one of those days where everything that happens is an excuse for anger, an outlet for emotions stockpiled. Yeah, I'm sure you've had one of those days when you get on the phone with the wrong telemarketer and you're like, someone just died, but you're like yelling at them about, like, that's what you're upset about. You're upset because like something really bad just happened, but you're like yelling at them about how they overcharged you by like $5 and they're getting all of the wrath of like the things you're actually upset about. Yeah. Spirit's saying there's going to be temptation to do that, okay? So try not to take out your anger on innocent bystanders. And I just heard some of them aren't so innocent. Even so, still try to be the bigger person. You guys are funny. With the lamb here, this does make me think of Yeshua. This does make me think of Jesus. So this could be, I just got chills. So this is his way of coming through and just telling you guys that he's with you and that you can call upon him, right? Let your friends help you. You can call upon him and ask for help in the things that you need in your life. And also Lent is coming up. You might want to give something up for Lent. You might want to look up that story in the Bible. Also, as I was saying about the whole past life thing, you could have had a past life with Yeshua. Yeshua is your friend. He's your friend. He's your peer. He loves you. He's with you, okay? The beaver, this is about creating foundations. This is about starting something and following it through and not bitching out at the last minute. This is also about divine masculine energy. This is about building homes, building community, and building relationships that last, right? Like a dam, right? Also, the beaver, their tail, they slap it on the water and it makes a really loud sound and it like reverberates. And I feel like that's Spirit's way of just saying, like, just remember the energy you put out reverberates. So make sure that because remember I'm saying you're going to have a lot of situations where you could be tempted to like sweat the small stuff. Just remember it reverberates, okay? Then we have the lizard and the crocodile, and I feel like this is saying that there's some shadow work that needs to be done, but your star family is here if you need to call upon them, and also the fae are there if you need to call upon them. Spirit is saying too that lately you've been a little cold-blooded here, like a reptile, and they want you to start softening your heart again and start to allow people in who you trust, okay? Only close friends and family and people that you really trust, but I feel you've been super guarded lately, and I think it's coming from, because this is yellow and green, so from the solar plexus and the heart. Also some upper chakra stuff is coming into alignment, because see, this is all rainbow, so I see that your chakras are coming into alignment. And I just think that there's been some underlying heart chakra things that need to be healed, as well as solar plexus chakra that need to be healed. And there's a coming to the surface, and the fae are just saying that they're here with you for it if you need them, okay? So that's all I have for you, group 1. This is available in my shop if you want it as of right now. Yeah, and yeah, thank you so much. I hope that helped you. Like if you enjoyed it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and please come back another time. Alright, bye-bye group 1. I love you. Have a good day. Hi group 2. This is for those of you who chose the pretty little ASMR. The pretty little fairy and pixie tray. I just saw 11. Alright, let's see. Spirit, well, ooh, your group is like, feels dancey, feels punchy a little bit. The other group was very like, it was very stoic, very stable. Yours is like, Spirit, Faye, what message do you have for group 2, please? What message do you have for group 2? Nice. Okay. Spirit, what message do you have for group 2, please? Oh my god, you need to go dance. Message you have for group 2. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so group 2, right now is a really kind of lighthearted and lovely time for you. I think you've been in a very positive mood. I think that you're really making the best of your life situations, and you're no longer feeling sad about things that you can't control. And because of that, you've let go of a lot of density. And so you're just lighter right now, and you have more of an ability to enjoy the present moment and accept things for as they are. And as you're having an easier and happier time accepting things as they are, your matrix grid is responding to you appropriately. And also you're learning how to manipulate your matrix grid. I was looking at my notes on my phone, and sometimes I'll just put profound like thoughts that I have or channel, or just high thoughts or whatever, and I put manipulate your matrix. what did I say? I said manipulate your reality, not people. And that is good advice, because manipulating people will always get you some sort of karmic kickback, but manipulating your matrix to suit your own needs is actually rewarded. And I think you've recently figured out the game, because we have excuse me, I think you were feeling really angry. I think you recently opened up your throat chakra, because that just felt like my throat opened. But you can see Pele. She's not taking shit, and she's a volcano goddess, okay? So I feel like certain things could have been making you really mad. Like, I'm specifically feeling like climate change for some of you, or just the way the earth is disrespected. I just heard the way women are disrespected. Like, there were just certain things that were really pissing you off. And then there was just like... And you understand that these things are part of your purpose, to like not be in support of these things that piss you off. But you've recently had a shift where you had this like blind anger and didn't know what to do with it or where to direct it. You've recently shifted to learn how to transmute it, like I said, to manipulate your matrix grid and your reality in a way that you're making subtle changes in your energy that make you feel like you're making the world a better place. So like, instead of being angry about these giant problems that there's only so much you can do about, like I said at the beginning, letting go of the serenity prayer. I feel like you're the serenity prayer right now. Like, God, give me the strength to fix the things I can, to let go of like what I can't fix, and the wisdom to know the difference, okay? And I feel like you finally have shifted into this space where you have the wisdom to know the difference. And your matrix, you're pouring into different areas. Because it's like, before when you're looking at a big problem, it looks like the cup is this big and you're only like a droplet in the cup, right? But when you're focusing on yourself and on you and what you can control, and on your family, and on you know, the charity that you do, or the people that you meet, whatever, that drop, it's a drop in this size. It's a drop in this size water bottle. But if this was a shot glass, it would look like a lot more, right? If this water bottle is half full right now, but if I poured this in a cup, it would probably overflow the cup. And that's what you're realizing. That's what we were trying to get at. That's it. And I just saw 444. So, yeah, I'm going to take a drink. Alkaline water. I really like it. Feels good. It makes me happier. I'm not a doctor, though. Gotta say those things these days. Wipe little droplets off my mustache. But yeah, you finally, there's a direction. There's a direction that you're not, it's not that you didn't have direction before, it's you're aligned. You realigned. You recently realigned. And Spirit's just, the Fae is happier for you because you're so much less dense. There's a lot more you can enjoy. You're much happier. The little things in life, you're starting to really see the beauty in the little things. You're literally stopping to smell the roses. Some of you are literally stopping to smell flowers. I do that when it's all snowy right now, but like when there are flowers, I stop to smell the flowers. Like, you truly are out of lack mindset and into abundance mindset, and it's showing. And Spirit's saying it's only gonna get better. And the more faith you have, the more, and also you're having a lot more trust in yourself. Like, before, you didn't usually used to trust yourself, or you didn't think that you knew what was best, or you just, you know, you'd let people talk you down and make you doubt yourself. Like, maybe you'd have a plan or something that you truly believe in, and then someone around you'd be like, oh, that's stupid. Or that could never happen. And you're before you were like, Jesus, like, that sucks. Maybe they're right. Maybe it never will happen. And now you're like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, if I want to go be a trapeze artist, I can go be a trapeze artist. You know? Like, things, like, you can do whatever you want. If you wanted right now, you could go set up bungee jumping. Like, there's nothing stopping you from attaining any goal in life other than your mentality around whether you believe you can achieve it or not, and whether or not you allow other people's perceptions of your abilities to persuade, the way you actually put your abilities into action in the physical realm. Okay, so here with the Amaterasu self-esteem card. Okay, and that's Joan of Arc too. She was like, I think please don't come for me. I don't know much about Joan of Arc. I should look it up. But I think she was a warrior when, like, women weren't really warriors. So, like, if you're trying to do something crazy that nobody supports, remember, every new invention came from a crazy person. Every new theory, you know, like Albert Einstein, they thought that guy was fucking whacked out his head. He is, like, one of the main basis of science today. But they thought he was a psycho, you know? At first, you know, because the fucking Amelia Earhart, the babe of the sky. Everybody thought, they're like, this bitch can't fly. Women can't. Women can't fly. Their corsets will get tangled. Just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? Think about the fucking Wright brothers who made the plane. They were like, yeah, we're finna fly. You imagine. I literally just had images of old-timey people kicking up dust and stones and rocks at them like, haha, you fools. You really think you'll grace the air? And then the next thing they know, they got their little flying goggles on, they're up in the air. Every person who's done something new was crazy at first. It is what it is. Okay, but with Amaterasu is self-esteem. This card makes me think of pole dancing. I'm a pole dancer. I do pole fitness. I'm going to teach eventually. It's really fun. I love it. It's given me a great body, good mental health, and helped me with my confidence a lot. And so when I see this card, it looks to me like she's pole dancing. So it might be time for you to start that dance class, start pole dancing, start doing Zumba, start doing some movement, because look what else you got. Are you kidding me? You got dance. Do something to shift your vibration. So whatever it is, you need to get into doing something physical, but I would highly suggest dancing, belly dancing, great workout, pole dancing, Zumba, take a hip-hop class, take a fucking breakdancing class. If you're like, I want to fucking stand on my elbows and I want my feet to go up over my head and touch my nose, like, there's no reason why you can't build that skill. Like, I don't care how old you are, I don't care how much money you have, I don't care, like, you can literally put on a YouTube video for free now and be learning shit, you know? Go take a fucking twerk class, but move your body and do it sensually. Do it after you get off this video. Turn off the lights, put on a fucking pretty song, and fucking shake your ass for yourself. And then we have Astarte New Beginnings. So there's definitely, I feel like this new you, this new way that you're processing your reality, this lighter version of you, it feels like you shifted out of 3 or 4D and like you're shifting into 5D. Like I said, you're much less dense. You feel much lighter, much more angelic. This new you brings new beginnings. I just heard buckle up, baby, it's about to get weird. But in a good way. Okay, so we got dance, do something to shift your vibration. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. And then we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. And then we have you're already doing it, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. That just made my heart chakra feel really happy when I said that. But so, like I said, dance, really move that body. Mirror work as well right now, looking deeply into your own ancient eyes in the mirror and telling yourself, your soul, that you see it for all it is and that you love it and that you're grateful to it for everything it's ever, and I just saw 11:11, everything it's ever done, everything it's ever been through, everything it has survived, everything it hasn't survived. Like, you're ancient, okay? And I just saw a Svedka truck just drove by, and some of you are drinking too much, so stop, okay? Okay. Then we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. They want me to tell you, because there was all different colors on the Svedka truck, they're saying it's affecting your chakras. Okay, they're coming out of alignment, okay? Anyway, that's for a small group of you. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. So you have a grandmother energy with you, or a great grandmother energy with you that is supporting you right now, that is your guardian angel, that is watching over you. Also, this is a very strong Yeshua portal right now. Jesus Yeshua, I refer to him as Yeshua because that is how he comes to me. Lent is right around the corner. It's funny because Yeshua came up in the first group as well, but Lent is right around the corner. And I think it's important that you dive into, there's this book. It's called Mary Magdalene and the Divine Feminine, I think. And I haven't read it, but my friend's mom really liked it. So maybe look into that. And then also really connecting with the divine feminine aspects of this portal. Because like I said, it's Lent, so it's a Yeshua portal. But really just connecting to the divine feminine energy connected to that. And so maybe you want to give up something for Lent. Maybe you want to read about the story of it in the Bible. This was the suggestion I gave group 1 as well. But for you, it feels a little different. It almost feels like Spirit wants you to connect with the women of the Bible, specifically Mary Magdalene and also this Anna, grandmother of Jesus. I don't know who Jesus's grandmother was, I must admit, and then also just connecting to the ancestors. It's a very good time right now to connect to the ancestors, and this ancestor, this grandmother, great grandmother that is with you. Then we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. And so remember what I said about the throat. I said that the throat felt like it was opening. It felt like there was some shifts happening in the way you communicate. And look at this beautiful clear water. I think it would be very beneficial. And look at all this blue. You did choose this one, and that's a lot of blue. I think you could really heal and benefit from getting out by the water right now, from sitting out on rocks over by any source of water. Specifically, a waterfall would be very good for you, though. That is connected to Reiki. Yeah, so like in Reiki, they say that it like opens the crown when you lay under, not lay, but like sit under a waterfall, and like after you've been attuned in it. I did that, it was really cool. But anyway, maybe you want to look into getting certified in Reiki. Yeah, stop overthinking it. Keep facing your true north. So now that you're speaking out, try not to overthink it after. So like if you say something or you express yourself or you do something that is part of this throat chakra opening, try your best not to let your mind get the better of you and to just completely overthink whatever you did or said. And just also don't be overthinking too many things in your life at all. Like, you're doing it. Like, stop like being so hard on yourself about money. Stop being so hard on yourself about school if you're going to school. Stop being so hard on yourself about working out if you fucking forgot to work out yesterday. Whatever it is, just stop. Like, Spirit's like, yo, you're good. Stop acting like you're not. The Fae, they get sassy. All right, we'll get you a little bit of love advice. So we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Interesting. And then we have reconciliation. Congratulations. This only comes out if someone's really coming back. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Beautiful. Hopefully someone good. It is Mercury retrograde, so. All right, Spirit, what is the advice, please, for group 2? Okay. First of all, Spirit, low power mode. Sorry. First of all, Spirit wants you to know that it's time to just have more fun. Also, your telepathy, your connection to telepathy is going to increase. So if you feel like you can read people's minds anyway, that's about to get much stronger, your telepathic communication. And also be very mindful of this, because when you're sending telepathic communication, so say you're like really mad at someone and you're like, yo, I fucking hate you, like they're gonna hear that and they're gonna feel it. And if they don't hear it, they'll feel it. And they'll be like, okay, so like when I was getting my nails done, I'm getting to be very telepathic. It's crazy. I was getting my nails done and the woman hurt me and I was like, damn, this lady's being rough on me. Ow. I was like being all sad in my head. I was like, Jesus, ow, this really hurts. But I was just sitting there like with a mask on. So like, I was just like, and she was like, am I hurting you? And I was like, no, why would you say that? Because I was so nervous, I got caught off guard. I was like, why would you say that? And she was like, I don't know. So yeah, you're going to be experiencing more moments like that. And then she cut me by accident, and I was like, ow! And I just let it all out. And she was like, I'm sorry. That she was really gentle with me. She was nice. She was an older lady. Whatever. I'm just ranting. Okay, and then Hawk. So this is about messages and signs from Spirit. There are certain messages, signs, and symbols that Spirit is trying to send you right now, and Hawk could be one of them. But this is about keeping your eye open for synchronicities, whether it's like numerology or names or place it. Like, let's say you want to move to like Tucson and you like look something up and it's like you're buying from a shop. Let's say you're buying from an Etsy shop and it's like out of Tucson, Arizona. Like, that is a synchronicity. And the more synchronicities you see like that, so Spirit's trying to send them to you. Also, working with the violet flame right now is important, as well as opening up that third eye. And your psychic ability is directly connected to your root chakra, which means you're someone who can get a little bit scared. So like when your psychic abilities, when you start to get new gifts or your psychic abilities start to come on, sometimes they can make you feel unsafe. And Spirit wants you to know that all you have to do is you can call upon Saint Germain during this time, especially here with the purple. And also Spirit saying this too shall pass, whatever it is. And that it's all a cycle. It's never ending. And it's always, we can always begin again. We can always begin again. Then we have the dragon and the tarantula. So with the tarantula, it's about trust. It's about waiting. It's also about striking at the right time. And it's also about situations looking worse than they are, because some tarantulas are mean, don't get me wrong, but most of them are very docile. You can hold them, and I like snakes and spiders. I'm one of those weird people. But you can, like, they're just nice. Most of them are like nice, and so on this planet, I should say. But don't get me wrong, some of them are mean. It's about 50-50. But that's how I'm taking this card. That things are farther along than you think, than they look in reaching your goals, and they're better than they look in reaching your goals. Let go of your fear and just sit and wait for the right time. And then with the dragon, just know that you have really powerful interdimensional creatures that are at your disposal. Your dragon could be trying to communicate with you right now, so tap in and do a meditation to connect with your dragon. But they're here to help you. All you have to do is ask. Spirit cannot interfere in the physical realm without permission. Okay? Okay, that's all I got. Like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you feel like it, comment if you have something to say. Thank you for joining me. I had fun, and I hope that helped you, and I will see you again sometime. Alright, bye-bye, Group 2. I love you. Hi, Group 3. This is for those of you who chose the Fluorite Dust Fae Tray. Okay, let's see what the Fae have to say. What you guys say, Fae, for the Fae Tray? Spirit, what messages do you have for Group 3, please? For those who chose the tray. What messages do you have for Group 3? Okay. It was kind of I guess we'll take the top ones from each. I don't see any last though. Alright. This one came out for every group. Very interesting. It's important to have faith right now. Faith over fear. Okay. How beautiful does that sound? I gotta do ASMR like that. ASMR. Okay. 3. Right now, Spirit is saying that they're very proud of you because I see that you've been taking an interest in just growing and changing and being better in all aspects of your life. I see that you've been healing your mind, body, and soul. I see that maybe you recently started therapy or you started doing something to help your mental health, like journaling or working out or other things like that help your mental health. I do see some just communication helping your mental health as well. I see that you have recently taken on the task also of getting your body healthy, and if you haven't, then Spirit is suggesting this to you, okay? But there is quite a bit of you who chose this group who have been working on all 3. It's like all of a sudden something has shifted in you. It's like you want to eat better. I just feel like I want to be more alive. Like, you're happy to be alive lately. Maybe you're coming out of a depression. Maybe you were in a state of mind where you were like, I literally don't care if I live or die. And now you're kind of like, no, like, I'm happy to be alive. I want to have the healthiest mind, the healthiest body, and the healthiest soul. And so I see that you've been recently making changes in your diet and I just heard for some of you, dairy is really detrimental for your health, and maybe you're making that change, or maybe you are going to make that change. Some of you, if you're getting very bad migraines, your diet actually has to do with this. I am not a doctor. I'm just a psychic. Look into it. Go to your doctor, whatever. But I do see some of you, allergies doesn't have to be, like, that's why I stopped eating gluten and processed sugar, because as you can see, I've been slacking on the whole sugar thing and I am broken out. And when I eat gluten, I get horrible migraines. So, like, allergy doesn't always have to be like full anaphylactic shock, like your airways are closed, or like pooping your brains out, or like puking your brains out. Allergies can be like, damn, like, I've had a headache for 3 months. What's wrong with me? Oh, it's because I'm eating something that most people can eat, like fucking bread, but it's giving me a fucking brain-splitting migraine. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a message for some of you, especially here. Dang, I didn't even notice this with the Bridget, the healing card. So yeah, this further solidifies everything I was already seeing. So I feel like you have this major shift. Okay, so I feel like there's been a major shift in you where you're suddenly starting to feel safer. You're starting to trust yourself a lot more. So I think before you were feeling very insecure in a lot of different ways, simply because you were not valuing yourself enough and you were not trusting that, like, you got this, like, that you can take care of yourself, that everything can be good, and that you don't need anybody. I think maybe you were feeling a little bit dependent on situations outside of yourself, and you've recently shifted to an energy of complete independence, and this is deeply healing for your sense of safety and for your root chakra. And I think there could have been points in your life where you didn't reach the need, like the basic needs of, like, think about like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like your most the first level, the base level, it's like food, shelter, literally water. Like, there were points in your life when you didn't have that, so you could have been homeless, you could have been living in, like, your family could have been really poor and you didn't have food. Like, there were certain, I just saw 444. 4 is the number of foundations, okay? There were points in your life when you had no foundation. And you simply shifting your vibration now, like I said, shifting out of that recent depression or whatever low vibrational energy you were in. Maybe you left a fucking toxic relationship. Maybe you left a toxic job. Whatever you just left behind, like I said, it could just be a depressive episode. Whatever you just left behind, a manic episode, whatever. You are vibrating so much higher now, and you're healing all these aspects of self, right? You're getting strong in your body, you're getting strong in your diet, you're getting strong in your mind and healing your mind, you're healing past trauma, you're taking care of yourself. They're showing me, like, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, getting your teeth whitened, like, and I'm not saying you have to go do that. They're saying basically that maybe you just bought yourself a new shirt. Okay, whatever, you're doing nice things for yourself, you're leveling up and you're healing, and it's healing. So when you heal your basic needs, also it could just be too, like, for me, this is gonna sound fucked up, but, like, so I was, like, neglected as a kid. There was a lot of bad shit that happened to me as a kid, but one of the main things was, like, neglect, like, of, like, food and water and, like, just basic needs. And, like, sometimes my feet will be freezing and I just won't put on socks because, like, a neural pathway that was, like, because you know, before, like, when in the neglectful periods of my life, maybe there just were no socks to put on, so it was like, whatever, like, I guess my feet will just be cold. Or it was like, you know, like, specifically more along the lines of like, oh, well, I don't have time for that, or like, I forgot them for you, you know, like an adult. It was more along the lines of an adult dropping the ball and then not caring about how that affected the child in their life, me. And I feel like that the only reason I'd be bringing that up is if some of you can relate, and I feel in your life that you had adults who dropped the ball and could have neglected you in some way. And so I guess what I was getting at with that example is like, I'll just fucking, like, I'll be freezing and not put on socks or not put on a sweatshirt, and then all of a sudden I come back, because I'm dissociating, and then I come back in my body and I'm like, holy shit, why am I being so mean to myself? I should go put on a pair of socks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little things. Like, even my house has been so fucking messy, and I would always only clean it when people would come over. And now I'm starting to be like, no, I deserve a clean house. Like, me and Cornica deserve a fucking clean house because it makes me feel better. But I just kind of didn't have it in me before. You know, I was feeling a little depressed, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm getting too personal with this. But it's just like that. It's like you're leveling up in a way that you're starting to value yourself more. And also you're meeting these needs, and just... it's like you're taking the bull by the horns and going like full steam ahead, and just like starting to enjoy life again, and starting to try and live your best life. Like, you're trying to make money, you're trying to look good, you're trying to have fun. Like, there's just so much cool shit you're trying to do right now that is just like, yeah, that your Spirit's just acknowledging you're doing a really good job. Now here with this card, Spirit's saying make sure with the strategy and the play card. So this is Bastet and Athena. So Bastet could be with you right now. I specifically feel that, especially because you also got Nut, which is a Kemetic goddess as well, an ancient Egyptian goddess. And then Bridget is actually a fairy, like the Fae. And then Andromache is strength. I don't know who she is. I assume she's a warrior. But... yeah, so with the Athena and Bass, with strategy and play, Spirit's saying make sure that with your new gung-ho, well, the Fae are saying make sure with your new gung-ho energy that you strategize your time, and that you're not overworking yourself and not having enough play or enough rest, and also that you're not overplaying and not having enough, like, work. Whatever it is, just make sure that it's balanced, but make sure that you're setting aside time for yourself, okay? It's very important that you be setting aside time for yourself to just relax and process, because when we're going and we're changing so many things and we're evolving and all this different energy, it's very exhausting. It's mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually exhausting. So yeah, and then we have Joan of Arc, we have Faith, and I feel like I feel like for some of you the lesson has been very consistently for a couple years now, like learning how to be open to receive, and I feel like you're finally learning that lesson. I truly do. I feel like you're finally learning that lesson. Your heart is finally opening up to receive, and Spirit just said, like, over the next 3 months you're going to be a lot more open to receive. This is something that will be happening for the next couple months, 3 months. Okay, interesting. So we have Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone, ancient ancestors stand beside you. So this is super interesting to me because I consider the Fae to be keepers of the earth, the Fae, the gnomes, the natives, like the indigenous, the ancestors. I consider them to be keepers of the earth. So this is just an acknowledgement that these spirits do walk with you, and that it would be really good for you to get out in nature, get in the grass if you can, and if it's like where you are, where it's very cold, just getting outside, even if it's in the snow, spending some time outside out in the sun is going to be very beneficial for you, very, very healthy, very good for you. Yeah, and also I see a big pink full moon here. I also see an eagle, so Ra is with you. I see angel wings and a wolf. There are wolf spirits with you, elephant, and I also see a cat, a big cat here. And so you could have connections to Lyra and to the constellation of Sirius, Lyrian and Syrian star seed family. Star family. You could be a star seed. But yeah, definitely the indigenous here with you can see the ancestor and the wolf. I just heard hungry like the wolf in my head. But yes, Ra is with you too. And then we have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So Spirit's just saying that right now the best thing you can do for yourself is be authentic to who you truly are. And say no when you have to say no. And also, if people are like, oh, you changed, like, don't let people talk shit to you like that, okay? Like, that age-old meme that's like, oh, you changed. Well, aren't we supposed to? Okay, so, like, and don't let people tell you that you're too much, that you're too loud, that you're too this, that you're too that. You're the perfect amount. And the more that you let your light shine and the more that you just truly be yourself, the more you attract like-minded energy. Like attracts like, right? And look at that beautiful eye in the triangle there. You're very protected. So you can feel safe in being yourself because you're very protected. Then we have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. And this, like I was saying, it's just important that you get outside and that you get out in nature and have different grounding techniques and coping mechanisms to ground yourself, to get yourself back down to reality. So one thing that I know is really good for grounding is like dark chocolate. My hypnotherapist taught me that, like, she says to bring people out of like the hypnosis, to like really bring them back in their body. She'll give them dark chocolate, and she's like, I don't know why, but she's been doing it for like over 30 years, so she just knows it works. Okay, and then we have soul family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? And my heart chakra just jumped when I said that. And then we have inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. So Spirit's saying that you're going to be gifted with soul family, but that you already have quite a bit of soul family around you. So call on they just say, you know who it is, like, you know which friends you can trust, you know who's actually wants the best for you, you know who you're actually going to grow and change within this life. So call upon those people that you can truly trust and have those nice heart-to-heart conversations with them. And also have a girls' day or a boys' day, whatever. Just have a friends' day. There needs to be specific. I'm specifically seeing like a girls' day, like a girls' day out or like a dude's day out. Like, it has to have that energy of like the safety surrounding divine masculine or divine feminine energy to just truly be yourself and relax. Then we have align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? So certain things are going to be falling away right now, and that's okay. And as these things fall away, I just had a jump in my solar plexus. It's like, it's only to make space for what is in more alignment. And you're slowly going to start to see that there are certain things that just don't feel in alignment. And there's no reason to get scared about it. You just process it. The best thing you can do is not react. Just remain neutral and just either allow these people, places, or things to either realign with you so they can either catch up to you and come back into your alignment, or they can get left behind and something new will fill the space, And then we have inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So even if you are devoted to these things, tune into your heart now and see what is your heart really telling you. And I just heard Listen to Her Heart by Tom Petty. So maybe you want to look that up. Follow your heart. Okay, love advice, please. Interesting. Whoa. Very interesting. So we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, and this is always my get out in nature card. And then we literally have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And what does that have to do with this fucking alignment card? Damn. Also, she's like burning a piece of paper. You might want to write down a bunch of stuff you want to release. All your exes, write them down on a piece of paper and burn them. But then don't be surprised if they come back to like have some sort of conversation or give you closure, especially because right now it's Mercury retrograde. So Damn, that's your advice for that. And then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And then flirt, extend your lighthearted energies to others. So anyone that you've been kind of interested in and flirting with, Spirit's saying like your feelings are real and worth exploring, and just continue to have fun. The Fae are like, just have fun, flirt, baby, be a flirt. Of course the Fae is like, flirt. Love it. Time for release though. Advice, please. Okay, so we have the Whale. This is about very ancient energy, and I'm also seeing that like singing bowls and sound healing is going to be very beneficial and very healing for you right now. It'll be really good for your solar plexus, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown, because you can see we have all those colors there. But whales are very ancient prehistoric creatures. They're like dinosaurs kind of, right? And so it's just about this ancient wisdom and this ancient knowledge, and Spirit is saying that you can actually tap into the Akashic energy of whales, so you can meditate and actually tap into the sonar of the whales and ask them to give you their messages. I have to sneeze. Ooh, clearing out my third eye, I guess. Ooh, excuse me, bless me. So sorry guys. Yes, tapping into that ancient energy, and during your meditation, I just saw Dory when she's like, I can speak whale, but she actually can. Like, you can actually meditate and tap into this ancient energy. So the whales are waiting for you to tap into their energy, especially if you work on the ocean or something, like if you're in the Coast Guard or you just work by the ocean or you live by the ocean. Just being around that energy and in that energy, you can absolutely tap into that. And even if you're not, use your mirror. Okay, so here with the moth, Spirit's saying that like you have to stop thinking that the grass is always greener, because there's something that you're trying to rush here that actually needs the appropriate amount. We have the cheetah and the turtle, and it actually needs the appropriate amount of time to like manifest. It's like, so they just showed me like tomato plants. It's like this tiny little seedling. It's not even close to even being a plant yet, and then once it's the plant, that's when it grows fruit. Right? It's like, sorry, low power mode. It's like you already are trying, it's like just a seedling and you're already trying to pick the tomatoes, when Spirit's like, no, we need to go much slower with this. And it's like you think the grass is greener on the other side, that you'll be happier once you get there, when in reality, the journey is what makes you happy. So Spirit's like, stop acting like the grass is greener, take it nice and slow. I just heard, what's the rush? Anytime you feel like you need to be going faster than you actually are, I need you to say that mantra to yourself. What's the rush? Okay? And then here with turtle energy, this is about both earth and water energy combining. So that could mean something to you on a personal level, but it also is about just grounding yourself from the emotions and into the physical. And like I was saying, working on the body and the mind and the soul all in one. And I just heard slow and steady wins the race. So there really is no rush. And the longer you take to build the foundations, the stronger the foundations will be, right? Oh my God, that was cool. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, and God Source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. May Raj Namaste, but power of 3 Samadhi always works, always a blessing. Alright, I hope you liked that group 3. Like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you feel like it, take a comment if you have something to say, and I'll see you another time. Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. And I will see you another time. Okay, bye. Love you.